What's up? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. And holy, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Don't look if you don't want to see the iPhone 14, not the 13. We're talking about the 14, okay? You've been warned. Jon Prosser and FrontPage Tech just dropped these bombs with detailed and leaked renders by Ian Zelbo of the iPhone 14. Again, not the 13, the 14. It's really a modern take that pays homage to the iPhone 4, which I have said here multiple times is my favorite iPhone design of all time. There's finally no notch. They figured out Face ID with a hole punch for the camera. There's no more camera booty bump. I mean, that thing is flush, and damn, that looks sexy. And this is just one day after Apple's official invite for the iPhone 13 event.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
John, you're crazy. And Apple cannot be happy about this, but here we are. And if you were thinking about upgrading to the iPhone 13, you might think twice now, because this is absolutely that next big jump for the iPhone. And if you think these are fake, you have every right to. I mean, these aren't official, obviously, but John's track record of product leaks with actual product renders shows he has ridiculously credible sources. So let's just keep gawking at them and get into the details. According to Prosser, the new iPhone 14 is going to be a thicker phone, but the benefit of that, the camera bump will almost be completely flush with the phone. I mean, look at how pretty that is. It looks so damn sweet. There have been reports that Apple will finally bring a periscope camera lens to the 2022 iPhone, and that could get them an optical zoom that's closer to Samsung's 10x optical on the S21 Ultra, which is a huge difference maker compared to the paltry 2.5 times optical zoom on the 12 Pro Max. But if the body is thicker, it could help accommodate a potential periscope lens. And if it's thicker, it also means potentially an even bigger battery inside. We like it thick. Now, Prosser makes it clear these are renders based on iPhone prototypes they've actually seen. They don't know all the specifics of the internals yet. And remember, we're getting this before the iPhone 13 even comes out. The back glass is going to be a semi-glossy glass, and Prosser says the Apple logo will be underneath that glass layer for a really cool visual effect. We don't know all of the colors. They have some here just for the renders because they're so early with this info that nothing has been set in stone, but Prosser sources did show him this rose gold color for the prototype. Now, the top and bottom of the iPhone have the glass sitting on top of the bands, kind of sandwiching them just like it did on the iPhone 4. The volume buttons are round, just like they were on the iPhone 4, and the chassis around the iPhone is made of titanium, another callback to Apple's past. We know the Apple Watch Series 6 has titanium metal options, and then we've also recently seen Apple patent specifically for bringing a titanium metal that doesn't retain fingerprint smudges for the MacBook Pros and other products. I mean, look at this. This is really Apple just leaning into its history with a new modern take on its most iconic product, and I'm just loving it. Now, the port on the bottom, still Lightning. John says he triple checked it, and it's still Lightning. We saw a peek at the front, and Apple has finally removed the notch, and I will believe it when I see it in person, in my hand. I'm so scarred by this, but I absolutely love it. Prosser says the model they saw with the notch was an iPhone 14 Pro Max. The non-Pro models may still have the notch, but that hasn't been confirmed just yet. But you know, I'm team no notch. Rumor reports have claimed that we would see a hole punch camera on the 2022 iPhone, but this is the first visual confirmation that it's happening. Now, it's not under the display, so you won't get that crappy image quality. Maybe the Face ID sensor is, but clearly you don't see that notch here, and the actual camera will be just as clean as you expect, and I think that's a great decision. Now, things may obviously change, but according to Prosser, the general design and the things that you see here will pretty much be in the final design when it goes to manufacturing. And this is just a crazy leak, and to make it even crazier, Prosser and the FrontPage Tech team made an AR version of the leaked iPhone 14 so you can see it and interact with it for yourself. Just go check out his YouTube page, and the link is in the description of his video. But they have gone all out here on this leak. But there you have it. I mean, this is a lot to digest, but so much to look at. The first leak of the iPhone 14 a full year before its release, and then before the iPhone 13 has even been officially announced. This is just wild. Now, if you're a fan of the iPhone 4, or just really a long-time Apple fan, I think this is another sign of Apple really merging its past with its future, and this is the direction that we've seen really over the past 2 years. And again, I am here for all of it. I mean, this right here is one of those next level leaks, and all the credit goes to John, Ian, and their team. So just check out their FrontPage Tech YouTube channel and website. But when I look at, the history of what we've seen around the iPhone, I gotta believe this is arguably the biggest leak that we've ever seen, with even a better look and with even more details compared to, remember, that iPhone 5 that was left at the bar. Crazy. So, yeah. This is not taking, well, it kind of is taking a little shine off it, but we are getting ready for the big iPhone 13 announcement, the Apple Watch Series 7 announcement this coming week. But how do you feel about it now after what we just saw? Because you might be that person that upgrades every year and you don't care because you buy and upgrade everything that Apple puts out there, like Gil in San Diego. But did what you just see with the iPhone 14 change your mind about upgrading now? Because, man, this cannot be unseen. But then it's also a year away, so I love seeing this, but I can, in a way, just kind of put it in the back of my mind. I quite honestly, let's be honest, I am thinking like, okay, hey, the iPhone 14 is probably what I'm waiting for, but maybe they surprised me here with the 13 because, again, the 11 Pro was a better camera and battery. Maybe the 13 Pro does that for me as a creator, but, ooh, that 14. I just still can't believe what we just saw. So, hey, I'd love to hear what you think. Put your thoughts in the comment. I'm just really curious where your heads are at now. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my latest videos when they drop. And if you want more of that Apple goodness, you can check out my weekly Apple Bits XL audio podcast to get the latest deep dive with all these stories and new ones every week. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, Apple's event, September the 14th. We just saw the leak for the iPhone 14, so we got 14 and 14. I mean, was that done on purpose, Jon and company? Yeah, it probably was, but I don't know. I still can't believe it. So we'll see you next time. iPhone 14 leaked before the iPhone 13 announcement. Man, this is just crazy. All right, take care. Be safe, everybody. We'll talk soon. Peace.